right, Matty Guokas here at the County Road 206 in St. Augustine. I decided to run out here and take a chance. And sure enough, I got lucky. Look at that. New Year's Day 2025, County Road 206, St. Augustine. This is not like the old railroad. They're owned by Grupo Mexico now. But they must give these guys extra days off for working holidays. Big long train. Nice horn salute, by the way. There's no maintenance guy here. Sorry for shooting into the sun, but all I could do is jump out of the truck. Let me switch around. All right, here we go. That'll work. My truck's over there still running with the door open. Automobile rack. And there you go, folks. Alright, Matty Guokas here again. January 1st, New Year's Day, 2025. So I just filmed that train in St. Augustine. And I decided, well, they're not going to be building any trains today on the holidays. So I jumped on I-95, booked it to Jacksonville, and let's film this train again. Going into Jacksonville, Bowden Yard. Stay tuned. Alright, here he comes. You'll hear the gates. And then I'm going to swing around and film the train going through the gates. Same angle as the train, as I just filmed this train in St. Augustine. Kind of hiding in the shade right now. So this train is slowing down, by the way. Going into the Jacksonville yard. The reason I was able to get ahead of it is it has to slow down through St. Augustine. There's restrictions, plus there's a couple of big curves. And then they pick up speed again, but he's 12 miles from the yard. There go the gates. I'll let you listen. Crossing. This is the back entrance to Walmart. That little road right there comes from US 1. There's there's a big overpass they built just south of here to get to the front entrance of Walmart, but the trucks can sneak through this little side road here, or anybody else. Listen to how smooth those rock cars are. The springs were up, so there's some Tropicana. That's why this train is running. Those are loaded cars. You can hear the freezer units. Going to New Jersey, they connect with CSX here, and they go up to the I-95 corridor. Frozen orange juice. Excuse me. Look at that long spine car. Oh, there's the junction. And another one. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one was only at 3. Empty center beams. There's some rock cars. Springs are up, empty. I've said this before, most of the cars that come back from Florida are empty. The Tropicana originates in Florida, loaded, and they come back empty. Well, unless Tropicana has some two-way traffic, which they might just have. I was in the intermodal department at the Florida East Coast Railway, so I have to admit I'm not that knowledgeable about the manifest customers. The reason I'm filming this direction, folks, the sun is behind me. If I turn and face the train coming at us, you'll get the sun blaring. It's a long train. Most of most of the northbound are, they're 90%, 90 or more empty, so they can pull a lot of cars. Some of this UPS might have freight on them. Originating out of Miami or South Florida. We still got the auto racks, don't we? Yes, sir, here they are. That was a good bit of those, too. At this speed, this is going to be a long video. But, like I said, the yard is just 11 miles north of here, so they've slowed down. They'll stop, well, they'll pull through the yard, stop near the tail of the train, just north of the first crossing, which is Sunbeam Road. And there you go, folks. First train of 2025. All right, Matty Guokas here again in Bay Yard, Jacksonville, Florida. I did my shopping. Now here's the second northbound. Looks like they ran a regular schedule. Northbound. There's a train that leaves Fort Lauderdale and a train that leaves Miami at about the same time. This one's sitting down there. I don't know why. Could be the yard's chock full. I don't think they're running any trains southbound today, but stay tuned. All right, so they do have the southbound signals on. Can't see it with the naked eye. I just use the binoculars to look down beside that train, but I can't make out the top signal on this track 2. It's blocked by tree limbs. Could be green. Stay tuned. Either way, we're going to get this train pulling northbound. All right, so he's creeping forward. Sometimes they cheat like that, expecting a clearance. He's got several, well, 1,000 feet at least of double track still. And I'm gonna move back, get him from a distance. All right, so I'm gonna get serious about this for 2025. I got a bunch of videos up, and try to fine tune everything, turn them quicker and better. I'll give you a little background about myself. So I was with a trucking company that was purchased by the Florida East Coast Industries and folded into the Florida East Coast Railway operations for the purpose of bringing intermodal to and from the railroad here in Jacksonville and other yards, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, so forth. I was in the intermodal department, so I don't know that much about the manifest business except for the rock, maybe. But my goal here is that I saw people filming trains all over the country. Not too many people running the Florida East Coast. All right, here we go. We got this clearance. I'm gonna swing around. All right. Just creeping forward. Let me look at the signal. I can't see it from this angle. I'm standing in the shade, get a good view of this train. I'm gonna pan forward. That's the crossing right there, Grand Bay Parkway. Those gates should activate here momentarily if he's got clearance and he gets close enough. Pan back, sorry, I didn't warn you. This is going to be a long video. Pulling out slow. That's mile marker 16 right there. So he doesn't have that far to get into the yard. He's not going to pick up that much speed. Nice close-up view today. Beautiful day, crisp and cool. You can see, so they're owned by Grupo Mexico now. These are the LNG cars, or locomotives, my apologies. These are the gates. There's the LNG tank that both of these locomotives run off of. There he goes, cranking it up a little bit. Again, he's not going to get going too fast. Being only 16 miles from the yard here, figure you know, a mile and a half train, 2 mile train. You got to stop in 16 miles, or I actually don't know where the mile markers start. The yard might be before 1. There is track that goes north that connects with CSX at the river. Well, they cross the river. I'm going to pan back. I'll check that out for you folks, where mile marker 1 is. I'll actually go up there someday and catch some interchange traffic from CSX and Norfolk Southern, and from FEC to both, vice versa. Look at all those Werners. There's a bunch more coming too. The old, I was instrumental in getting those on board. I was a part of a team that really promoted to the truckers the advantage of using the train to South Florida. You know, 90% of the truckloads that go to South Florida, at least general freight, go down loaded and come back empty. Here they stop in Jacksonville. FEC takes the trailer to South Florida for them, and they can either deliver it themselves down there, or I say we, Florida East Coast has a trucking operation that will deliver it for them. Then the empties are returned to Jacksonville. It takes a little longer than over the road turning the equipment, but Werner has plenty of it. Here's some of those flatbeds I was also instrumental in putting on the train. The Cypress here, CYPZs run wallboard from the gypsum plant right in Jacksonville. One of the few railroads in the country that run flatbeds. That would be another one-way move. Gypsum wallboard to South Florida and nothing coming back. Cypress is able to put these loads on the train, deliver them in South Florida with different drivers that are down there, use their drivers up here for over-the-road business into areas where they can get two-way freight. It's a win-win for everybody. Yeah, I guess if they didn't run trains on holidays, all of these containers would be sitting in South Florida till tomorrow. Auto racks or automobile racks again. Alright, I see the end. About 10 or 12 auto racks and that's it. The other train had some too, if you remember. Alright, there you go, folks. Second train of 2025 already. New Year's Day. Jacksonville, Florida. I'll wait till these gates. Alright, I'm Guokas and I'm out.